Welcome back to the IBSP. Here's your host, Boxing News.
Is it time to move up? Look, let's break it down honest and objectively as possible. And Janibek, according to Michael Benson in Talk Sports, his fight has been canceled and will not take place tomorrow night as Janibek has fainted while cutting weight on Thursday evening and has been hospitalized due to severe dehydration. So typically when a guy faints trying to make weight and they've been hospitalized due to severe dehydration, when a situation like this arises, it typically means that it's time for that guy to move up in weight. It's too hard to cut those last few pounds to make the weight. So that's what it sounds like to me. These guys put a lot on their bodies, a lot of strain and stress. And when a situation like this happens, it's really a big signal and warning sign that, hey, you need to move up in weight. You got to move up in weight. Your body is not going to let you fight at this weight anymore. It's too hard to cut. It's too hard to get down. You need to go up to 168 pounds. When you see this photo that Janibek posted yesterday, the guy looked fit. He looked healthy, he looked lean, but he was still trying to take even more weight off. So that may have been just too much for Janibek. It'll be interesting to see if he moves up in weight from this point, because we've seen Janibek recently, as of this summer, he's been talking about fighting David Benavidez at 168 pounds. He would happily take the fight at 168. He wants to move up. I mean, think about it. The weight would be better for Janibek. He doesn't have to make 160 pounds anymore, so the weight cut won't be a problem. He would get a big name, a big fight, and he could really get a big payday as well. It makes sense for everybody involved. So the fact that Janibek is willing to go up to 168 and fight David Benavidez, that says a lot about Janibek. And it also says a lot about the fact that he knows that he's really outgrowing, if not already outgrown, 160 pounds. Janibek this summer as well has been talking about Canelo Alvarez, preparing for that. And he's indicating that he's really ready to move up to 168. So the timing looks to be about right at this point. Janibek has done everything he can at 160. He's unified two belts, and Carlos Adames really wanted no smoke with Janibek, ducked the fight. So at the end of the day, it only makes sense when you're struggling to make weight. Carlos Adames don't want it. Go ahead, move up in weight and keep it moving, because at this point 160 pounds is a dead division. These guys don't want to unify. Janibek wants all the smoke. Janibek might as well go ahead, move up in weight, and then you can get those bigger fights that everybody wants to see, the Benavidez, the Canelo, and even fight Demetrius Andre, a guy who ran from you at 160 pounds. This makes perfect sense for Janibek to move up in weight. I hope he's healthy. I hope he's feeling better, but I don't think 160 makes any more sense.